Hello and welcome to this Workaway International presentation. Today, we will be talking you through what we do at Workaway International, specifically the history of the program, what the requirements are to apply, what happens once you've been accepted, how much it's going to cost you to go on this program, and what the process is in order to apply. All of your questions will be answered in due time. So, what do we do? Well, we recruit and place seasonal workers to go and work for 6 to 8 months in Florida, USA. We do not recruit for any other part of the world. We specialize exclusively in country clubs, which are 5-star environments similar to that of Fancourt, Zimbali, and Leopards Creek. Our job consists of 3 things. Firstly, coordinating your visa and travel arrangements. Workaway will guide you through the visa application process and make your appointment for you at the designated consulate. We will also coordinate your travel arrangements to the USA and back to South Africa. Secondly, we will arrange optional accommodation on your behalf. This accommodation is of a very high standard and will make your stay easier for you in the USA. We will discuss this in further detail later in the presentation. And third, we also provide general support. This program has a great support structure in that we guide you through this program and processes with our offices based both locally and abroad. This program started all the way back in 1999 when we sent a small group of South Africans to Boca West Country Club to meet the demand for seasonal workers in the USA. The program was such a success that since then we have sent tens of thousands of South Africans to some of the most prestigious country clubs in the United States. Our aim is to provide young South Africans with an opportunity to travel overseas and gain experience in a 5-star establishment, all while earning US dollars. So have you got what it takes? Well, we're looking for people who match the following criteria. The age guidelines are 18 to 29 years of age. For chefs and servers, that can go up to 35, as we do believe experience is important in these roles. You must be fluent in English. It's the official language of the USA, and so fluency in English is very important, especially in front of house positions. You must have a good attitude and a big smile. In hospitality, attitude is important, so we would rather take someone with a good attitude and limited experience over someone with a bad attitude, no matter how experienced they are. You must be hardworking and dedicated. This is the most important part of the program and also what Americans like about South Africans. You need to know that you are going there to work. You're not going on a working holiday. We are looking for people who are dedicated to their work and who will see the program through from start to finish. Preferably, you should have some work experience. Now, this is not necessary in all of the positions, but for most of them, we do require some experience. You need to be available at specified times. Most of the clubs need staff to be available from October until the end of May. You need to be able to see the program through and not have to return in January for your studies. You need to have a valid passport. If you don't have a passport or your passport has expired, you have to go and apply as soon as possible. Otherwise, we cannot book you an appointment at the consulate to apply for your visa. Your passport will need to be valid for 6 months past your return date. You must have no criminal record. We do criminal background checks on everyone who goes on our program. At the final interview with the country clubs, there will be an agent there who will take your fingerprints, which will give us the results within 24 hours. Should you have a criminal record, it will be looked at on a case-to-case basis. You need to be mentally and physically fit to go on this program. All successful participants will go for a full medical evaluation before they depart from South Africa. Workaway International maintains confidentiality of all medical records. You need to be drug-free. On this program, there is an absolute zero tolerance policy towards drugs. You will be tested as part of your medical evaluation and again once you arrive in the USA. There will also be random drug tests done during your stay. So please bear in mind that if you ever test positive for drugs, you will be dismissed and sent home immediately. And lastly, you need to be a citizen of South Africa in order to apply. So once you get there, who will you be working with? Well, firstly and most importantly, the members. The country clubs are owned by the members, and it's important to note that the members' ages range from between 40 and 90 years old, which will often require you to be patient and understanding. The members of these clubs are extremely wealthy, and these are often their second or third or even fourth homes, and it costs them a lot of money to join the club and purchase property on the estates. This means the members have very high expectations. Therefore, they put a lot of pressure on the management, who in turn put a lot of pressure on the staff, just to ensure that you perform your daily duties and give excellent service. Then there's your colleagues. Not only will you be working with other South Africans or Americans, but you'll be working with a wide variety of nationalities and economic backgrounds. So where and when do you go? Workaway International offers two programs, one in the winter and one in the summer. We are currently only recruiting for the winter program from South Africa. This year, we are recruiting a few hundred South Africans to go on the winter program in October-November until April-May. As previously mentioned, the country clubs are situated in Florida, and although it says winter program, winters in Florida are still fairly warm and humid. We also offer a summer program, but we don't recruit from South Africa for this program. The people that get the opportunity to go on the summer program are already currently working in Florida on the winter program. We only have limited positions, and therefore only the star performers get to go. If you are selected to go on the summer program, you can apply whilst in the US and then go straight to the summer country clubs. For more information, we have all of the relevant country club details on our website. This is a map of Florida, and it's just to give you an idea of where we send our participants. Florida is on the southeastern side of the United States, and most of our country clubs are situated on the east coast of the Florida Peninsula, ranging from Miami all the way through to Vero Beach. You'll be working at world-class country clubs, which are often 5 or even 6-star environments. Most of the country clubs that we are recruiting for this season are platinum rated, which means they are ranked within the top 100 country clubs in America out of roughly 3,000. Most of the clubs have between 1 and 4 18-hole golf courses, which are all designed by famous golfers like Gary Player and Jack Nicklaus. Most of these country clubs have between 2 to 5 restaurants, tennis courts, and spas. For more information about the winter clubs, you can visit our website and follow the links to each club to see what they have to offer and what they're all about. Just to add that if you are applying with a friend and you don't get into the same club, we will try our best to place you in a country club nearby. So what happens once you've been accepted? Well, first, you will have a pre-arranged job at a world-class country club. You will know before you depart South Africa the following 3 things. First, what your position is. Second, how much you will be earning. And third, what country club you will be going to. The majority of the positions are in hospitality. Here's what we're looking for. Firstly, servers. We're looking for a lot of servers. These are the people that are currently working in restaurants. They'll be dealing directly with the members, taking their orders and serving the tables. Then we have junior servers. Now, these servers assist in the service of the members. They help to clear and reset tables, as well as carrying out the food and taking drinks. Then you have the senior servers, and we only have a few positions available for the senior servers. These are the people who are currently working in top restaurants who have a lot of experience. They will be the leaders and help guide the other serving staff. Bartenders. We need people that have bartending experience. You do need to know a bit more than just pouring beer and wine. You also need to be able to make cocktails and have knowledge about other alcoholic spirits and beverages. Remember, all bartender applicants must be 21 or older. Then we have hosts. We do have some host positions available, but we are looking specifically for participants who are friendly and welcoming, as they will be the first interaction with the guests upon their arrival to the restaurant. Hosts will welcome and seat members in the restaurant, and in their spare time, they will help the waiters clear and set up tables. Next up is line chefs. We're looking for people that have at least 2 years experience in hot food preparation and have worked in a la carte restaurants. These chefs will be working on the open flame in the restaurant kitchens. Dishwashers. We do have some dishwasher positions available, but these can sometimes be limited. Housekeepers. We have a few positions available for experienced housekeepers who have worked in this role before. Then we have reception. Now, this is a very broad category and can range from being a receptionist at the spa to a general front desk receptionist, similar to a concierge at a hotel. You also might be taking reservations for the restaurants or tea times for the golf course. Then there are some positions for people that enjoy the outdoors and who are early risers. we have two golf-related positions. Firstly, we have golf attendants. Now, this can be anything from being a golf bagroom attendant, washing golf clubs or carts, or even being a golf ranger. Basically, assisting members with their general needs in the golf department. Then, secondly, we have a few golf course maintenance positions, which involves the recupping of holes, laying irrigation, mowing of greens, and a lot more. Then we have pool attendants. You'll be checking in members to the pool, distributing towels and setting out deck chairs, as well as other general tasks. We also have tennis and fitness attendant positions available. Fitness attendants will assist the instructors with maintaining the gym equipment and booking fitness sessions for the members. This is the same for the tennis attendants, who will be maintaining the courts, picking up the balls, and looking after the equipment. It's worth reiterating that most of the positions we are recruiting for are in the serving and chef categories. So what is the visa process? Well, your employer will be the country club, not Workaway International. You'll be traveling on an H-2B visa, which is a seasonal work visa valid for 6 to 8 months from October-November until April-May. This visa is governed by very strict and specific rules and regulations. Your employment is exclusive to the country club, which means that you can't go and also work for a nearby pub or local pizzeria for extra cash, as this would be an infringement on your visa. This can result in heavy fines being imposed on the club, and you can also be deported, which would jeopardize your ability to ever re-enter the United States. If you do get accepted on the summer program, you may take an extension on the visa, which will then be arranged either by your country club or by Workaway. What else happens once you're accepted? Well, you will attend a pre-departure orientation, which is compulsory for all participants who are going on the program. Information for these orientations will be on our website. At this orientation, we will guide you through the visa process, your travel arrangements, and what will happen once you arrive in the USA. This is also a good opportunity to connect with the people that are also going on the program and get a chance to meet the people that will be going to the same country club as you. Bear in mind, you also get a free return flight to the USA. Air transportation to the US is paid by the club, and a return ticket is provided upon successful completion of your last contract at a Workaway club. Then there's a post-arrival orientation once you're in the USA. There will be a representative from either Workaway or the country club itself waiting at the airport to welcome you. Then, depending on the country club, they will either take you straight to your accommodation or to the country club. Some might even give you a little tour around the place that you are living in first. You get optional pre-arranged furnished accommodation. This is optional and you don't have to take the accommodation, but we do strongly recommend it, especially for the people that are going on the program for the first time. It's very difficult and expensive to set up your own accommodation in the United States. You have to put forward a deposit, buy your own linen, crockery, cutlery, and a whole lot more. The accommodation itself is normally 2 to 3 bedroom apartments in which you'll be sharing a room with someone who's also working at the same country club as you. There is a nominal accommodation cost per person per week, which includes all of the amenities, but I'll talk about that a bit later. We also offer free transport to and from work. The accommodation is not situated at the country club itself and can be up to a 30-minute drive from your place of work. The free transport we offer are buses and minivans that run on a time schedule, so you need to make sure that you catch the right transport in order to get to work on time. We also offer free medical insurance cover. Please bear in mind, this is not a medical aid, as it does not cover you for general doctor's visits when you have the flu. It only covers you in the event of an emergency or a serious illness. We also offer guaranteed minimum work hours. For more information regarding the breakdown of work hours and what each of the positions' hourly wages are, please feel free to visit our website. Now, let's go over some of the taxes and the deductions that you will need to pay from your wages. The first deduction is taxes that are paid to the state. Unfortunately, everyone has to pay taxes. Therefore, the country club will deduct Medicare and Social Security taxes from your payslip. These taxes go directly to the US government, which will be used to fund social and welfare programs in the United States. Unfortunately, you are unlikely to ever see the benefits of these taxes unless you become an American citizen. The other tax that is deducted is the federal income tax. This is the biggest tax deducted from your wages. But the good news is that you are able to claim this back. Workaway will guide you through this process when necessary. Please bear in mind, you do need to actively claim it back, however, as it won't just be paid back to you, and this can be a large amount of money. The second deduction is the nominal accommodation cost I mentioned earlier. This covers your living expenses and includes everything from accommodation, electricity, water, telephone that has free local calls, your furniture, your linen, crockery, your cutlery, and your internet access. This fee will be paid to the country club or to Workaway. Please remember, the apartments and amenities do differ from country club to country club, depending on whether the country club arranges its own housing or if it is arranged through Workaway. The third deduction is a refundable security deposit. Unfortunately, Workaway had to introduce this many years ago because a group of South Africans trashed their apartments and the country club was left with a bill of over R500,000 to repair and refurbish them. This is why Workaway introduced the weekly security deposit. However, this money is refundable to you after you have returned to South Africa and all of the apartments have been inspected. You therefore can only expect your money back around the end of July. What you get back depends on how you left the apartment. If you left it the way you found it when you moved in, you'll get the full amount back in dollars. Before you leave the program, please make sure you give your banking details to our office in Palm Beach so that they can do a direct deposit. So, what other benefits do you get? Each country club celebrates the Christmas period with something special for their staff. In addition, the club may decide to offer you transportation to major tourist attractions, for example, Disney World or Universal Studios. But please note that this is at the discretion of the country club and is not a guarantee. We do encourage you, however, to go on these outings because this is how you get to experience the joy and the excitement of the United States. What are some of the other benefits of the program? Well, firstly, a stimulating work environment, an opportunity to work with different cultures as well as different management styles. You can learn new skills while earning US dollars. And most importantly, you get to meet new people, make friends, and have fun. A lot of people that go on the program have said they have ended up making lifelong friends. Here are just a few other things that you need to know. Firstly, overtime. You can get paid overtime, but however, this is not guaranteed. It all depends on the business levels of the country club, and it does differ each season from club to club. Overtime is paid at 1.5 times your wages and on any hours you work over and above your guaranteed minimum hours. Generally, the management of the country club gives overtime to the employees that work the hardest and are committed to their jobs. Unfortunately, on this program, there are no cash tips allowed. You need to make sure that when you go to the country club, you understand the rules and the regulations on the tipping policy. The policy at the country club is that there is an automatic 20% added onto every bill. This 20% is used by the country club to pay for some of the costs incurred by the program, for example, buying of the flights and your insurance. The members are the ones that made up these rules, so if they decide that you have given exceptional service over and above the 20%, that tip will then be given to you in your next paycheck. Bear in mind that this is considered at-will employment. This means the employment contract that you sign with the country club means that you or the country club can, at any time, break the contract for any reason. However, having said that, the country clubs do spend a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of effort to send you on this program, so they will always try and make it work, even if they have to give additional training or counseling. There are certain situations, however, when you will be instantly dismissed, such as theft, being drunk on duty, negligence of property, or failing your drug test. Like I mentioned before, there is the opportunity to work on the summer program, and this will give you the opportunity to further your knowledge up north and then even come back to Florida for yet another season. It's also a great advantage when you come back to South Africa with international experience on your CV. The USA application and appointment is critical, as this is the last step in the process. If your visa is approved, you will depart for the USA. We ask you not to give up things like your employment, your car, or your house until your visa has been approved. So what will the program cost? You can check out our website for the most up-to-date fees for the costs listed below. Firstly, there is a police clearance fee, which is payable at your final interview with the country club. Then, there is a visa processing fee, which is paid to the consulate, for which we will give you the rand amount before the time. We also suggest that you take some money to the USA to tide you over for the first 2 to 3 weeks, especially if you're going to work at a country club that pays you every 2 weeks. It also takes some time to get your first paycheck, as you have to activate a bank account and your social security number. So we suggest you take about $200 to $250 spending money with you, but this all depends on what you can afford. And here's the great news. All police clearance and visa fees will be refunded to you in the first month of working in the USA. So essentially, this program costs you nothing. So, how do you get there? Well, all you need to do is follow these steps. First, log on to our website, www.workaway.com. Click on How to Apply, view the presentation video online, then fill in and submit the online application form, attend a Workaway interview, then attend a country club interview, attend a compulsory orientation either in person or online, go through the visa application process, and then depart for the USA. Don't forget, you can earn some extra cash by referring your friends to Workaway, and you can find out exactly how this works by visiting our website. If you're interested in joining our program, we would love to meet you. So please follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. We look forward to helping you gain experience, make lifelong friends, and take that first step to making your dreams come true.